What's up, people? Perry here with another episode of WildStyle, and we are gonna do a bunch of things today. One of them is going to be getting these little folks right here into our stable. Over there, we got some work to do on our tower, and hopefully, and I keep on saying this every episode, but I really want to get to work on the main house and get that all, the whole, well, just show you the plans and this is what's going to go into making this really cool house. I hope you guys enjoy the house. But the Christmas tree is gone, and if you're wondering where it went, it's right here. There you go. All nicely packed away for next year. Or maybe we'll come up with something better. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see. But what I want to do first is to get these guys into the barn, because I think that we'll be able to reclaim a lot of space here so that we can better, I guess, come up with some ideas to put in this area, because there's a large amount of real estate here, and I think we can build a lot of stuff here for sure. So yeah, first things first, get these guys into the barn. All right, check it out. Look at all this reclaimed space we've got here. Plenty of space to do whatever we want with it. I'm not too sure yet. Probably some sort of entryway or garden, or I don't know. Be sure to leave your comments down below what you guys would like to see here. I'm sure that you guys will come up with some fantastic ideas. Just for reference, this right here is going to be the main entrance to our house. And here's the barn, and here's some water. I would like to try to keep it flat in general, but you know, yeah, things may change as we go along. But as you can see right here, we've got our animals in their proper pens. I've separated them out like so. So I just got some sheep over here. The cows are in this extra large pen. There's a possibility of me kind of cutting it off in half, but I can only think of 3 types of animals to put in here. And then over here is one lonely pig. Hey, buddy. Sorry. Your buddy didn't make it. There was 2 pigs in here actually, and for some reason they just wandered in. I didn't actually get them myself. They just kind of walked right in there. And there was 2 of them, but one of them unfortunately didn't make it. So that's too bad. But as you can see, it doesn't really look like I have that many cows. When I was in that area over there, it looked like they were really overcrowded. But now that they're in this really large space, it doesn't look like much. So, but we'll have lots of time to kind of cultivate those cows and turn them into food, which I will need. So anyways, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over to our little tree house, whatever you want to call it, progress pillar. I think I called it progress pillar before. I've kind of changed names here and there, but I don't know exactly what to call it. But the other thing that I wanted to show you beforehand was right here. This, as you know, or if you don't know, this was originally the entrance to our little warehouse where I kind of kept a bunch of little cheaty items just so that it would save me time to build in this area, and I've since have had no need for it, no need whatsoever. So let's go take a look. Where is it? Yeah, I filled it in. It's gone, completely gone. One of the things that I've found as I've been playing in this world is that warehouse lags this place quite a bit, and it must be the fact that there's a huge amount of chests down there, and I think, it was causing a bunch of chunk errors to pop up all over the place. I was noticing some things were kind of missing here and there, and I've had to use MCEdit to regenerate some of the chunks, and fortunately it hasn't taken out any chunks where there were some important builds that are in there, but that's gone now. That whole thing is gone, so everything is legit now. Everything that I harvest I build with and whatnot. So for some of you purists out there you go. But anyways, we're back here at the, I don't know what to call it, but I'm going with what I think will be a pretty cool design. I was thinking originally to put it in sort of like a treehouse type feel, maybe try some sort of design, some sort of earthy feel of a tree, but after thinking about it, I decided to go with something of I was thinking more of like a rustic type feel, maybe like trees that kind of branched off at the top there. But after looking at it, I was not too, let's say, enthusiastic about trying to build something like that, because it will take a lot of effort, and trying to figure out where every branch goes, and the fact that it's not going to be even, so it might be difficult here and there to kind of figure out just the exact shape that I want. So what I think what we're going to do is to go with some sort of like tower or column. And what I have right here, what I've set up so far, is just the slime block elevator itself. And this is basically just the bare bones, what is needed to actually operate the whole thing. And so what's handy about this is that now that I know that this is all that it will take, all the guts and all that stuff, now we are able to build around it and probably come up with something pretty cool. Now, just to give you an overview of how it works pretty much just like the slime block elevator that goes down to the warehouse in our mining area, but with a couple of differences. One of them being this right here, both pressure I knew I was going to screw that up. Both pressure pads. My goodness. Both pressure pads activate, and they take you straight up. So it doesn't matter which one you take, but they both are activated. And of course we have that little trip right there where it opens up, and then you get spit up to the top, and then it closes down behind you, saves you from kind of trying to figure out which way to jump, left or right or straight or forward or whatever. But the other thing that I had to work out was right here. There's a little drop chute, and all you do is just step on this pressure plate. Got that one right. And from there we can drop down, and there's a little water break that breaks your fall, just like so. Ta-da! Pretty cool. I was pretty impressed with myself. Personally, I was pretty impressed, because usually redstone and me don't get along, but this seems to have worked out quite well. All it takes right now is to kind of cover it all up. Cover up all my handiwork. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, come up with some sort of decent design, and then when we come back, we'll kind of go over all the different features. Alright, so here's what I've done so far. As you can see, I've kind of blocked in the pillar itself, kind of giving it a basic shape. The next thing that I want to do is to try and cover up these furnaces right here. And what I'm thinking about is using these birch wood stairs and creating some sort of repeatable pattern, and that would basically correspond with the where the furnaces are. So we'll put something here, and something there. Now, When I am thinking, if I can get up there, I got some dirt. Here we go. We'll pillar up just a little bit, and we'll add in a birch wood stair like so, like so. And on the edge here, we can create this little corner piece. And that looks pretty cool. We'll get over here and try and repeat the same thing. There we go. And then we'll just get rid of this dirt. There we go. And on the bottom, now I want to kind of create some sort of arch type shape. We'll just put these stairs like so. And that kind of gives it sort of like an archy type feel, and at the same time covers up the furnaces as they are. But the thing that I want to try and do is repeat them all the way around here. And oops, it's a little bit treacherous walking around here, because you never know when you'll take a step and fall off. But it's a little bit tight quarters, I guess you could say. But the next thing I want to do is try to repeat that pattern over here. So something like that. Like that. And I'm just doing it. I'm just trying to get the overall look itself. So for now, I'll just put that there. Now, yeah. See, now the problem is that I want to fill in this area. I can't put in stairs because that it looks uneven. So I want to get rid of that. Possibly put in some birch wood. That might be a little bit too much. I think I kind of want to fill in this top area. So maybe a plank. Maybe a plank would do. Do I have any? No, I don't. I'll have to get some. All right, so we got some planks here, and I think maybe just to follow this line right here, we'll put something there. Down here, however, I think this is a little bit too blocky for my liking, so we'll take that out. And to create sort of like a wave type pattern, I think you can kind of see it. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about here, but you can kind of see it kind of like dips down like that, and then it goes back up, and then it dips down again over here. I think that might be a good look. I mean, it looks okay. I think what would be best is that I try and repeat this pattern all the way around and then echo here and there. So I'm going to go away and do that, but when we come back, we'll take a look at the overall look. All right, and here's a look at the design as it stands right now. I've put in these patterns, and they kind of echo themselves all the way up. And the idea that I was going for is to kind of cover up those furnaces. And so far, so good. As you can see, you cannot see the furnaces. And it kind of creates a little break as we go up the pillars, so it's not so monotonous going all the way up. The cobblestone I really liked, and so I echoed it on all sides of the pillar. But for now, I think this is going to stand out as what we're going to keep for now. I'm not too sure how it's going to work out there, because I have a little bit of an issue that I will show in just a minute. But over here, I think we can try and get some more realism into the supports, maybe add in some cobblestone. But as it stands right now, I think we'll have to keep it the way it is. On the inside here, I haven't done too much, and the reason for that is that we're not going to be spending that much time in here. So what I ended up doing was filling in these hollow areas with just some torches, just so mobs don't spawn and I don't get surprised on the way up, because we're not spending that much time in here. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all the time we need to spend in there, so no need to worry about any details in there. But right here is what I have a little bit of concern with, and I'll need some torches to kind of line up this area. Oh, here's a little somebody. I'll have to add in some lighting here and there, but as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble with the transition between the actual house itself and the pillar. And the reason for that is that right here, you can kind of see it, how it juts out like that. I don't want, I kind of wanted it to kind of slim, a little bit of a slimmer type feel to it. So if you follow along with my cursor, I wanted kind of a shape like that. But as you can see, this right here sticks out a little bit too much. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it. If I can work out the redstone a little bit better, possibly I'll be able to fit it in. But as it stands right now, I can't really figure out just exactly how the whole thing is going to fit in there properly. I mean, what we have right here, if I could just show you just real quick, is we got the pressure plate hooked up here, and then there's the redstone, which reverses the signal. The redstone torch reverses the signal, and it goes all the way up here, up to these pistons, which are extended. And what ends up happening is that as I hit this plate, it'll reverse the signal, and then these pistons will retract, and then that's what allows me to shoot up into here, and then the pistons will come back, and then I can land on top of it, on top of these wood blocks right here. So it's pretty crucial to the functionality of it. But as far as trying to figure out how to fit it all in, I'm not too sure yet, and we'll try and figure something out possibly in a later episode, because what I want to do next is get going on the main house. And what I want to do first is to kind of build a skeleton, so to speak, a basic layout. And when we come back, I'll show you that layout in just a bit. All right, so let's look at the plan so far. Now, just to let you know that this is a basic outlook, a basic shape of what I want the house to be. I'm trying to plan out all the different areas that I want, not really concentrating on too much of the detail. I do want to get my spacing just right, and you can kind of see the way that these supports are kind of spaced out there in an even sort of shape, so that I can get my bearings when it comes to adding in the details later on. But why don't we just go ahead and go through a little overview of this area. I've cleared out most of the dirt. I've left some around here just so I can give you a brief tour. And I have these ladders here just to, just as a temporary measure for now. But up here we can get a better look at the area. Over here, I'm thinking that this is sort of like the main entrance hall. There's an entrance right over here. And what I want to do, and the main thing that I want to keep in mind when I'm building this area, is I want to keep this area nice and clear, so that when you enter in through this house, it gives you a nice clear view of the mountains in the background. And so that's going to be really important. So a lot of the supports are going to be up and out of the way. We'll try not to put any walls in the way or anything like that. Over here, we'll have sort of like a living room or a great room. A nice giant open space for us to put whatever. I'm thinking right now a fireplace would be a good thing to put in here. Also, I don't know, different furniture arrangements, and possibly some sort of entrance to the barn, because the barn is right over here. And I'm thinking maybe some sort of passageway underneath that would go into it. And then over here on this side, we'll have a nice little area to put a kitchen / dining area. And then over here, we'll have some room to put in some bedrooms and whatever rooms we so desire to put into this house. I'm not too sure yet myself, but I wanted to give myself a little extra space to kind of figure out what to put in here. As with anything, when I'm first starting out building a house, it kind of assembles itself as I find needs here and there. That might be something that you will take into consideration when you're building your house, is that, just go with a basic overall design first. And then as you find yourself seeing that maybe you need a chanting room or another bedroom or another place for storage, you can add on bits here and there. And that in fact will add to some of the detail in your builds. So that's pretty much all that they have right now. I just wanted to show you this though. I got some friends for our lonely piggy. There they all are. As it turns out, there's lots of pigs in this area, so I decided to give our buddy here a little friend. So there's one more thing that I wanted to do this episode, and yeah, I just got to get to it. And when we come back, I'll show you what it is. And finally, we return back to our progress pillar to kind of put a little topper on top of it. And this right here is a little inspiration by someone that goes by the name of Sam Coombe. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She also goes by the Twitter handle Samelco21. She took it upon herself to download my world, and if you want to download my world, there's a link down below. And she downloaded the world and was able to create a little something based on the inspiration of what she took from a previous episode, and that was with the scaffolding. I kind of had a line of dirt coming out like this, and she took it upon herself to kind of create something like this. She created a bird, and it was kind of sitting just right there. I'll leave a link also to the little tweet that she gave me. Very appropriate actually, because it's a bird. Twitter. Anyways, but she made this bird, and I decided to kind of incorporate it into this world as a weather vane. And if you can already tell, this bird is pointing north. I hope it is, or else that would suck. Let's see, where is north? Facing north. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we have a little weather vane here, and it's facing north. And in honor of Sam, I will name this after you. Sam. There we go. Maybe you should put it in the middle. We'll go down one. There we go. Sam. There we go. So yeah. If you get any inspiration of anything that you see in this world, feel free to, again, download the world. I don't think it's up to date as of right now. It might be a few episodes back, but go ahead, feel free to download it and play around with the world just how you see it. And if you come up with something, be sure to tweet me that picture, and maybe we'll incorporate it into the world somehow. So I really thank you, Sam, for the inspiration. And yeah, I'm really liking this bird right now. Let's take a look at it from down here, actually, if I can get down there safely. There we go. Let's take a look. Oh, it's kind of difficult to see, especially with the house itself in the way. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Once we get all that dirt out of the way, it looks pretty cool. But that's going to be it for this episode. We got a lot done. The progress pillar is progressing. We got our animals into the barn. They all look fabulous. And our main house is getting underway. So that's going to be it. Don't forget to leave your comments as always down below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you so choose. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Keeps you up to date on all the fantastic things that are going on in it. So that's it for me. Always remember, keep your head up, and I'll see you in the next one.